Hey everybody on YouTube. Just wanted to make another video of the lighting around my property. It is progressing. Um, all high pressure sodium or mercury vapor lamps. I absolutely hate LED. The only place I like LEDs on are for the spotlights around the house when you need a quick light. Because obviously you can't, wait 10 minutes for a light to warm up. So I do have them around the corners of the house and on the corners, at least on the front of the barn I do. So, but for an all-time light at nighttime or an average, light that doesn't glare in your face, I still prefer high-pressure sodium and mercury vapor, as you can see in the distance. Just wanted to start at this building. This is a 50 watt high-pressure sodium wall pack that I actually bought on eBay. It's got to make this video kind of quick because it's going to be a long walk. But you can actually still get these on eBay. They're like 35 bucks. They're made in the United States. Grand Light. Bought 3 of them. So this is a my 50 watt. Turn the light off. As you can see, the 50 watt is pretty dang bright actually. Dusk to dawn goes up to about the fence line, which is a good 120, 130 feet out. So that's not bad for 50 watts. The light that I have over here, this is a kennel. It used to be a kennel. I'm going to get rid of all these cages, and I don't like dog kennels. So, but this is a 100 watt wall pack. It's one of those wall packs that point down, that are meant on for like taller buildings. I actually really don't like that. I'm going to replace it with another 50 watt. You saw I had 2 more in the room, and the 50 watts actually reflect over here and over there, and since I'm replacing with 50 watt, I can actually put 2 on the building and use the same amount of power as this 100 watt right here. So the 100 watt one will go to the barn. It does a fairly good job actually. Sorry, I almost fell, of lighting it up, but it's just not tall enough, this building, for that type of light. So walking over here, you can see my old German Shepherd. He's 11 years old now. He kind of follows me wherever I go. Zeke! He's a little deaf. Zeke! Hey, Zeke. Yeah. Okay, back to lighting. So you can see how far this light goes. It actually goes a little further. The camera doesn't really show it very well. I was kind of hoping it would, but yeah. So got that 50 watt right there. And believe it or not, you can actually, God, why isn't the camera picking this up? You can actually see the light over here on the ground and everything. It's not that great for video for some reason. So moving on. This is a 175 watt high pressure, 175 watt mercury vapor. It's green in person, green on camera, but it's actually one of the frosted bulbs. So it's pretty pinkish white in person. For some reason, cameras, they don't pick up light on the ground very well, and they don't pick up the color spectrum very well. But the reason why, how you can tell if it's a frosted bulb is, one, I put brand new bulbs in, and I did this little thingy, and 2, when the light comes on, see how it's pink? So I got 2 of them. These were actually here originally on the property. The one on the right is about 50 years old. The one on the left is 50 years old. The one on the right is a brand new one. Well, brand new in a box that I bought on eBay. The one on the right that used to be there wasn't working anymore. The ballast hums, but the light doesn't come on, so I'm not exactly sure what that means. This one is a 100 watt high pressure sodium from the power company. I just had my buddy who works for the power company replace the bulb, because I've refused to call the power company and say, hey, the bulb is dim, because they're just going to come out here and replace it with an LED light. I do prefer this light, and it lights this whole area adequately. You can see it lights up the woods, the tree line, and that circle is probably a good 20-foot circle, and then the outer light around it is probably a good 150, 200 feet in diameter. It actually goes even further than that. You just can't see it on the camera. So I would love to see an LED light up an entire area like this, 200, 300 feet in diameter, like these Mercury vapor lamps can do. The Mercury vapor actually goes all the way down to the kennel where the dirt pile is that I walked across. You just can't see it on camera. These freaking cameras can't pick up these lights very well, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. So LEDs are directional. They tend to make a circle like this, and then that's it. So they might have a little bit of light splash on the outside, but unless you get a really expensive LED with a good diffuser, you're just gonna have a little 20, 30-foot circle with those 40-watt LEDs. And those 40-watt LEDs, they will not replace a 150-watt high-pressure sodium light, let me tell you that. So you're gonna need a 100-watt LED to equal the light of a 150. So moving on. And if you want to know how I know, it's because I do have some LED lights of a 45-watt flood. I have one of those 36-watt barn lights that you can buy in Lowe's, and they're definitely not equivalent to a 100-watt or 150-watt like they claim. So this is a 70-watt, another barn light that I just installed actually. I did have a flood right here, 150 pointing down the hill, but yes, I did want to save electricity, and I kind of like the way the barn lights look anyway, and I wanted a little more 360 degrees instead of just like spotlight, you know. So this is a 70-watt. It's called a Woods, W-O-O-D, like the woods. You can get this on Amazon still. Got it for like $63 on sale. That's plenty of light. 70 watts, can't beat that. And it's not a glaring light like an LED. So as I walk down the hill, this thing lights up a good 150 feet out. If the camera will show it, you can see my driveway pretty well. That's about 150 foot away from the light. That's plenty of light. I only got 2 minutes left. My camera, for some reason, only does 10-minute videos. Let me get down here in the driveway. See, that's a beautiful light. You will never ever get me to go to LED. So again, this is brighter in person, probably about twice as bright in person. For some reason the camera doesn't pick it up very well, but this is a 150 flood. And the reason why I wanted the floodlight down here was because the flood makes like a good wide V. And I wanted to light all of this up, including the driveway up here. So you can actually see it better over here. It must be when I'm walking towards the light that it doesn't light it up. But yeah, and I also wanted the flood because my driveway runs over down in here, and the flood actually reaches nearly to the light post that I got over there. So let me walk over there real quick. Only got a minute left. And as I'm walking over here, I'll tell you right now, altogether I have 720 watts between the mercury vapor and the high pressure sodium at 11 kilowatts, or sorry, 11 cents per kilowatt. If these things run 10 hours a day, which they don't, I actually turn them off when I go upstairs, is about $22, $23 a month in electricity. That's not that much. And it's just not worth going to LED to save $10 a month. To me, it's not. Because if I went LED, I'd probably cut the power usage in half, maybe a little bit more. This is a 100 watt I got for free from the power company, actually, because they throw these things away. And that's my lights. Sorry for the short video, but that's all I can record on this camera.